Alright, what's happening, guys? Special treat. I got a Glock 17 Gen 5 pistol that I'm going to review today. Now, this channel is, yeah, we do gun and gear reviews, but we don't do a ton of them, because let's face it, am I really good at guns and gear reviews? Yes, I am. In fact, I'm probably the best I know. In fact, I am so good at gun and gear reviews, they should, like, call me Mr. Guns and Gear.
Hey,
that's how good I...
Hey, that name's already taken.
Mr. Guns and Gear. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Hey, how fortuitous. This is a great coincidence.
It is. It is.
You happen to be in this field?
I did.
That's great. Have you seen my new Glock 17 Gen 5?
I have. In fact, that's actually my gun, and I just gave it to you about a minute ago.
He gave it to me. That is a generous gift. So thank you for giving this to me to keep forever.
All right, you got it on camera. It is what it is.
All right, hey guys, out here with my buddy Mike. We're going to review the Gen 5. He's already done it on his channel. I follow this guy, really cool guy, and he's got tons of gun and gear reviews, and he's kind of like my go-to spot when I'm like, hey, I wonder if that's good. I'm like, guess what? Mike has done 3 reviews on them. So anyway, he does a really good job. If you're not following him already, come on, don't suck at life. Give him a follow, Mr. Guns and Gear, and I'm going to put his link down below in the description. So he's a good dude and has a lot of good stuff to do. So what I really want to do is let him walk us through some of the biggest changes. He's not going to cover every single little one. Sure. He does that in a, you know, exhaustive on your channel.
Do. Yep, probably a 16-minute video on that.
Okay, so...
But we're not doing that today.
That's where the big one is. Instead, can you just give us kind of the highlights of why Gen 5?
Sure. Well, this came out of both the FBI pistol development as well as the Army's modular handgun system, so it's sort of a blend of both. Big differences is that it removes the finger grooves up front. That was something that a lot of people wanted. It still has a Gen 4 texturing, so it does stick to your hand relatively well. They put they call it the marksman barrel in there, so they do away with the traditional Glock polygonal or polygonal, depending on who you ask, rifling, and went to standard button rifling. The barrel, according to Glock, is guaranteed to shoot 4-inch groups at 50 yards, so generally better than what they've done in the past. They also have an ambidextrous slide lock, slide release, and they beveled the front of the slide. Those really are the big differences. A couple of changes to the magazine as well, and the trigger is also different. So I'm sure John will give you his take on that.
Yep.
But the trigger, in my opinion, is improved. It's kind of a hybrid of the old New York trigger, for those of you guys who are familiar with that, in that you get a little bit more feedback as soon as you start to take it up, and the brake's a little bit crisper as well, at least in my opinion. So those are the big changes. We're going to let John shoot it a little bit and then kind of give you guys some feedback as well.
There we go. Come
awesome.
on. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let me shoot this guy. Alright guys, time for it. First rounds ever through my Glock 17 Gen 5, which I own forever and is my gun. Alright guys, so I really liked it. Trigger felt good. I've got that nice solid wall right there where I can feel it as I present in pre-travel. Set in real good, and then it's a nice, just smooth, easier pull instead of just a flat break point that punches, especially with a newer Glock trigger. Like this other gun, this is my everyday carry gun. It's a stock trigger, but it's got enough rounds that it's a nice smooth pull right out of the gate. This one, just a real nice smooth pull, and probably a little bit smoother than this. What's the poundage difference?
It's about a pound heavier on that one. Standard Glock triggers are supposed to break around 5.5. That one on my scale breaks right at 6.5 just about every time, but it's crisper. For sure it's crisper.
That's cool. And even with a pound difference, I'm not feeling a difference because it's not, it doesn't have a sticky point. It really pulls straight through. So I liked it pretty good. Ambidextrous safety. I really don't like slide catches that stick out more, and this one does just a little bit. What happens is this hand, as it comes up into that high thumb, that high kind of
thumbs forward grip.
Yeah, thumbs forward grip.
Gotcha.
To get a low bore axis. This will push up on the slide catch, making the gun lock to the rear while I'm shooting, even though I got rounds in it. So I make sure that's always stock. I hate the extended ones. They extended this one out just a touch. but it didn't lock to the rear at all for me when I was doing it. So,
and just a note on that, for left-handed shooters, it actually sticks out a little bit more on the right side. I have no idea if that's all guns, but in this sample size of one, it does. It's further out on the right side.
Mr. Guns and Gear. They removed the finger grooves. My fingers happen to naturally fall perfectly where the finger grooves are, so I don't really care about that feature, but it's a big deal to other folks. Sights I'm going to replace immediately, and I'm going to also put a little plug right in here. I went for a reload on this guy, and the mag hung up right there, and while the mag well is flared to allow my kind of left and right entry, that's a wide space that you can really hit and get in there really easily. It hit on this, on that little indent right there. Right here. What I've done on mine, yeah, go ahead and show them. And
yep.
What is that?
Go ahead. So that's just a plug for the back of the grip for Glock pistols. A lot of folks,
right here.
A lot of folks do like that one, exactly for what John said. It sort of funnels the magazine right up into the mag well.
It's awesome. Well, cool. Well, anyway, right offhand, I really like it. They've done a bunch of other internal changes as well, where so on the instead of a 3-pin, they went to a 2, and you know, just anyway, I kind of went to like took some benefits of the old Gen 2, yep, and then some benefits of the Glock 43 style.
Absolutely.
Put it all together. So this, I believe, is the real next evolution in Glock. It's not just a hype. I think it is better than the previous generation. So good gun. Do you agree? I
do. And if like I said in my video, if I was going to go out and buy a Glock 17 or 19 today, I would go Gen 5. If I had one that worked well, I probably wouldn't be drawn out to go buy one. But if I was in the market for one, that would be the one I go for.
Do they do Gen 5 MOSs?
Not yet. There's rumors that they will be coming, but not yet. So far, it's just those two models, the 19 and 17.
Groovy. Well, cool.
Indeed.
Hey, guys, again, follow Mr. Guns and Gear. I do, and you saw me asking him questions because he's going to know. He is Mr. Guns and Gear. I can't believe you beat me to that title.
I know.
I thought I totally owned that.
You almost did.
You caught me. You busted me out here.
In my own field, might add.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Take it easy, guys. See ya.